Hello, Frank of the 12 Gates. A quickie, this one. We're back on the pre-tribulation rapture again by the looks of it, isn't it? But I've got other videos coming. It was two videos, part one and part two. Sort of the commonality between tinfoil hatters, conspiracy theorist believers, cults, and pre-tribulation rapture. The first one, nobody seemed to bite on that one because it's mainly just people wearing tinfoil hats and these conspiracy theorists and the traits that they display. And I just sort of briefly said that, pre-tribbers and cults display the same tendencies. But in the second one, I actually go into detail and I'll explain, about why they have the same traits as cults and conspiracy theorists. And somebody's taken the bait. And I said in the video, these people, either they just slope away, and I just see the numbers that they start unsubscribing when I start talking about this stuff, and I just sit there laughing. I can see when I've had a surge recently on this channel while I was away, and I think, yeah, it's them again, pre-tribbers, they're coming back on here again. They've seen the videos. I've got a stack of them out there now, just completely slating this thing, saying it's a lie, basically, and disproving every single verse that they come out with, John 6, Revelation 4:1-2, was it Matthew 13, the tares and the wheat, and certainly one is left, one is taken. That's one of their favourites in Matthew 24. There's nothing there mentioning at all that there's going to be 2.2 billion people being airlifted out. There's nothing there at all, is there? Yeah, watch the videos I've made on that. And I think, what's the other one? Acts 1. It goes on. There's a long list. I think it's about 30 altogether. And I thought, that's it, Frank. You've done the main ones. And this one has bombarded me in response, saying that there is a pre-tribulation rapture, and here's the proof. And they've come up with Matthew 24, Acts 1, Matthew 13. They just walked straight into the honey trap. So that's it. I just said, watch the video that I made, and it's called There Is No Rapture, Only the Second Coming. That's what I'm waiting for, the second coming. Anybody that's truly in the faith, we're waiting for the second coming. And here's the thing, if you are, I use the term loosely, a true believer, not these fake believers that these pre-tribbers are, if you truly believe in Jesus Christ, you are not afraid of the AC, you are not afraid of the pre-tribulation or the great tribulation. You're not afraid of anything to do with the tribulation. You know that you will come through. You may be beheaded for his name's sake. It's mentioned in Revelation 24, isn't it? You may end up making war with this beast that turns up. It's mentioned in Revelation 13:7. He makes war against the saints. We're still down here, as I keep proving people. I'm sick and tired of making these videos, but I just thought I'd make this. These people are terrified of the tribulation. These pre-tribbers, they are absolutely terrified. They're drawn to my channel because I'm one of the few people out there on YouTube that doesn't believe in this thing, for good reason. I keep saying there is no rapture. And all I say to these people, and I hope you're watching, I'm witnessing to you now, I suggest you read 1 Corinthians 15, the whole chapter. I'll say it again, the whole chapter. And also 1 Thessalonians 4, the whole chapter. Read the whole thing, and then you'll see, hopefully. But these people, I don't think you're in the faith, you're not saved, because if you were saved, you would have the Spirit. If you had the Spirit, then you would see what Paul is actually saying. The Lord would show you, and you're not being shown, are you? You're outside the faith, you're not inside the faith. You're goats. You're not sheep. I'm a sheep, and these people are goats. I see it in the institutional church I used to go to. I've been to a number of them, and I'm there. I just sit there and I think, I've got nothing in common with these people at all, and I realise they're goats. The only place I find people I've got in common that are on YouTube, it's very hard to find these people. There's 6 people I follow. They're just like me. And the people, if you want to see true Christians, you go on the video where I talk about why I left the institutional church system. I don't like using the word Christian. I'll use the word believers now. True believers, people that are truly in the faith. They've left these institutional churches. They were led out. If we're in those times, then that's what you need to do. You need to leave those places. But again, that's a decision you have to make yourself. But that's what I'm saying. I don't have time for these pre-tribulation rapture people. I really don't. They're a cult, and they display these cultish tendencies, and I just don't have time for them. You know, I'll just point them to that thing, that video, and I'll tell them to read 1 Corinthians 15, the whole chapter, and 1 Thessalonians 4. If you read the whole chapter, the whole thing, yeah, instead of taking a verse out of context, yes, it does say 1 Thessalonians 4, something's going on, there's trumpets, there's people going up, the dead will be raised first. But how on earth does that apply to, say, Matthew 24? Where are the dead being raised first? There's no mention at all, is there? And that's what I'm saying, that Matthew 13 is the same thing. It says that the tares are removed. I keep saying this. Yeah, the children of the wicked one are the ones that are removed. Yeah, they're not being raptured, are they? They're being removed and burned. It's confirmed in Revelation. There is something mentioned about these people being burned in a fire. Yeah, that's what's going to happen. And that's it. So all I've got to say to you people is you need to get yourself saved. I've had that said to me. Yeah, these pre-tribulation rapture people, you need to get yourself saved. I think, no, I don't need to get myself saved. I'm saved. I'm in the faith. You're not. It's pretty obvious because you're terrified of this tribulation. Yeah, I'm terrified of the Lord, but I know he's on my side as long as I live my life the way he wants me to live it, isn't it? Yeah, but you people, you're terrified of the tribulation, and you believe in the rapture more than you believe in Jesus. That's what I think. Yeah, and when you are confronted with the truth, which is what the Bible is, you won't accept it. And I've just come back and back and back and back, and I'm just sick and tired of it. You know, if the Bible will confirm itself at least 4 or 5 times. When you confirm, when somebody comes back and says blah blah, this is not right, and then you confirm it with another Bible verse, what I'm actually saying, and then you come back, no, this still isn't right, this is talking about something else, you confirm it again with another Bible verse from somewhere else, and then you confirm it and confirm it, and these people just won't have it. Then you are trying to witness to somebody. It's probably easier to witness to somebody that's not in the faith than to somebody that thinks they are in the faith, isn't it? But these people are not in the faith. Yeah, they're just like these cult people, and just like these conspiracy theorists. They're in la la land, you know, and they are terrified of the tribulation. I look at it with trepidation. Of course, I think anybody in their right mind is going to be a bit scared of it. But I know, one, we're going to still be down here, and I'll just follow the course that the Lord has laid out for myself, and I suggest you do the same. Yeah, trying to twist scripture, which is what you're doing, to meet your ends, to justify this pre-tribulation lie, and that's what it is. If you're twisting scripture, and getting to the extent now where I'm seeing where people are inserting verses in between, say verse 8 and 9 in whatever, John whatever, and saying, look, there it is. Where's what? That's it there. It's in between verses 8 and 9. This is what the Lord told me. Well, you're rewriting the Bible. It mentions in Revelation, if you rewrite this book, you'll be taken out of the book of life, isn't it? If you add or subtract, it mentions there, doesn't it? And that's what you're doing. And that's what I'm saying. I don't waste my time anymore. If you keep coming on here, the rule I've got now, I've got somebody, they've left a comment, they're just bombarding me with Bible verses. I've just come back and said, watch this video here. And I explained that we're still down here in that video. Yeah, and then I said, read 1 Corinthians 15 and 1 Thessalonians 4, read it again. And if you still can't see it, pray for understanding. That's a line they tend to use in my direction. When I'm sending it back to you, pray for understanding. If you're not getting any understanding after praying to the Lord and he's not showing you, then pretty obvious what you believe in is not right, is it? Yeah. And if you start believing these lies and start thinking you're hearing from the Lord, and you're quite clearly you're not. When you're hearing from the Lord, it'll be backed up by scripture, and it'll be confirmed all over the place, and you'll be led to those verses. And when I see this stuff, people rewriting the Bible and coming out with this garbage, and it's not backed up by scripture, you're not hearing from the Lord, you're hearing from somewhere else. All right? And that's all I've got to say on the matter. So this is Frank of the 12 Gates. Peace, love and joy, if you can find it. Keep your eyes firmly fixed on the Lord. keep your eyes firmly fixed on the word. I expect the subscriber count to go down again, and this is what I'm doing. I do it, regulars will know I do this tree shake once every couple of months. When I see the numbers suddenly surge, I do a tree shake, and I just go on about the tribulation, pre-tribulation rapture, and that's it. The numbers start coming down again. It's these people coming on here. Yeah, they don't like me. I know. I don't like them. I don't like them at all. And it's only recently I've been like this, but it's quite strong in me, and I will keep coming back and coming back with scripture. That's the thing. Yeah. And you can call me a demon, you can call me whatever you want. Demons, when you bury them in Bible quotes, they just run off it back into the darkness. I come back and I'll shine that light in your face. But that's it. I'll come back swashbuckling, and I'll come back. And I will catch you in the next video, people. And it's going to get quite vicious on here, I'm afraid, because we're in those times, isn't it? I am not tolerating any more falseness and any more lies. If you believe in that stuff, I don't have a problem. But once you start preaching to me, that's when I have a problem. And especially when you're making money off the back of it, like these pre-tribulation channels do, I'll have something to say. You know what I mean? And I say, you can bring all the big names on here. You know, they got 50, 100,000 subscribers. They can come on here. I'll give them the same treatment. Yeah, these people, as far as I'm concerned, I've come to the conclusion they are not of the Lord. And that's it. Yeah. And they're defending something violently. You never hear the word Jesus, not once, with these people, not once. They're more busy following the rapture than they are following Jesus. If they just stuck to following Jesus, then they wouldn't be in this pickle that they're in. Yeah. Anyway, catch you in the next video, people. Hopefully.